So human rights organizers and activists from all across the world managed to gather people to support a flotilla to go to Gaza to help the people going through genocide and starvation. 5,000 tons of aid going to Gaza in the Freedom Flotilla from Turkey heading to Gaza. It was supposed to leave on Tuesday, by the way. Now, all of a sudden it's blocked. What's the problem? We're getting aid in. It's not like you're sending a massive weapon shipment to Hamas or something. Today, you have a report, Middle East Eye. Freedom Flotilla aimed at delivering aid to Gaza was blocked in Turkey on Saturday after being denied in the use of its two ships, which organizers blame on Israeli pressure. The coalition of NGOs and other associations said it was unable to set the sail after the West African country of Guinea-Bissau withdrew its flagged vessels, according to AFP. Sadly, Guinea-Bissau has allowed itself to become complicit in Israel's deliberate starvation, illegal siege, and genocide of Palestinians in Gaza, the Freedom Flotilla Coalition said. So what happened with this country? The Guinea-Bissau International Ships Registry, in a blatantly political move, informed the Freedom Flotilla Coalition that it had withdrawn the Guinea-Bissau flag from the two Freedom Flotilla ships, one of which is our cargo ship, already loaded with over 5,000 tons of life-saving aid. I mean, that's the key here, life-saving aid, ladies and gentlemen. Food, medication, sanitation, everything that the people need, that the poor people need. They're prevented from basic things, basic day-to-day things they don't have clean water, for heaven's sake. They continued, the group said the Guinea-Bissau authorities made several extraordinary requests for information, including destinations, potential additional port calls, cargo manifest, and estimated arrival dates and times. They continued, normally, national flagging authorities concern themselves only with safety and related standards on vessels bearing their flag. It said, equating it to being asked to destinations when registering a car. And the article continued, at an Istanbul press conference, about 280 volunteers, activists, lawyers, and doctors who had hoped to join the ships shouted slogans including "Flag the Flotilla," "We will sail and free Palestine." 3 of the flotilla's ships have been docked for a week at the port of Tuzla, south of Istanbul. They had planned to set sail on Friday. So there was initial agreement to sail on Tuesday. Clearly they either delayed it or unless they're talking about the going Friday. Turkish authorities and state media, who are generally keen to boast about the aid they have provided to the Palestinian civilians in Gaza, having organized 13 humanitarian flights and 9 boats, have been silent about the flotilla. In 2010, previous Freedom Flotilla set off from the southern Turkish city of Antalya, leading to a deadly episode that soured relations between Turkey and Israel after Israeli military forces attacked one of the ships, the Mavi Marmara, leaving 10 people dead and 28 wounded aboard. UN agencies have warned that maritime deliveries alone cannot deliver sufficient aid to ward off the threat of famine in Gaza, and have called on Israel to open up more border crossings for road convoys. Anne Wright of the Humanitarian Relief Foundation, or IHH, the primary organizer of the coalition and a former US Army colonel who resigned in 2003 due to her opposition of the invasion of Iraq, told Middle East Eye earlier this month that they were determined to accomplish the mission. Quote, they said, "We know that the Turkish government is working hard diplomatically and in the humanitarian field, yet we expect their support and that of other governments for our mission," she said. There is no way that we can't sail. There is no way we can't reach Gaza, she added. Referring to the Mavi Marmara raid by the Israeli army, Wright said, in case of such an attack, we'll expect all governments to uphold international law. According to international law, Israel has no right to raid a ship filled with civilians and humanitarian aid. Huwaida Araf, a human rights lawyer, also said, there is the possibility that Israel might attack us. We just hope they won't, as the whole world would be watching us. Even if they do, we'll adopt non-violent resistance. The people, that was the end of it, by the way, I wanted to share it with you. The people are looking to get aid in, basic stuff. Yet, forces are working so hard to prevent flotilla full of aid. But planes, cargo, weapons, lethal weapons, 1-ton bombs, any military aid can travel freely. It can travel free, it can go freely, no problem whatsoever. Proven that they target innocent civilians with it, no problem whatsoever, no challenge. But aid, God forbid, for civilians suffering from famine? No. What kind of a world do we live in, really? And aren't the global governments not supporting this enough, ashamed of themselves? You're talking about people starving to death, no access to water, no access to basic aid, nothing whatsoever. A flotilla going for relief, for humanitarian relief. What a shameful existence do we have? But I thought I wanted to share this with you, as we might have more updates on the matter, especially if this is challenged by the Turkish government, which is hosting the flotillas. And I will keep you updated in a following video with regards to any developments with the flotilla and any planned departure date.